Lemonade Stand. I'm Dion, and today I'm going to share my writing process with you. I know that some of you are looking to write your own book, so I'm going to share my process. So there are a few steps that I follow. It starts with the anticipation and getting started. Then we move into the progress and momentum. We fall back at some point into exhaustion and frustration, but then we quickly regroup back to progress and momentum again. And then before you know it, you have a solid final draft. So here's how those different stages play out. So for the anticipation and the getting started, the first thing that I have to do is get my music playlist, because I have to be listening to inspirational music while I'm writing. Next thing I do is I get myself a blank notebook. So something like this, no lines, because I don't like to be told where to write. And maybe I want to write it portrait, maybe I want to write it landscape. So what I do with my notebook is I start putting down ideas. Like, there are various ideas that I have that pertain to the book's topic, and I just put a single idea in the middle of a page, and on that page I will just do a brain dump of everything that I'm thinking about, that I want to say about that particular idea. Then I move on to the next page, new idea, and I do the exact same thing over again. And I continue to do this, and sometimes it could take weeks, sometimes it could take months, but I get a whole collection of ideas and concepts around them that I have. And what I would do once I collect a number of these pages is I start grouping like ideas together. And this is the start of creating like a chapter. So the like ideas get grouped together. I'm still using my notebook and a pen, and now I start to write out those ideas, but more in sentences and paragraphs. So now it's starting to take the form of an actual book and a chapter. So this is where we move into the progress and the momentum. So once I've written it all out, I then take that content and I convert it into Word. So I type it into my laptop, and now we move into the whole review, edit, update phase. This is going through it, reviewing it, seeing what I want to change, words that I might want to swap out. And I do this about 6 or 7 times for every chapter until I feel like I have a decent first draft. Once I have a decent first draft, this is where the copy editor comes into play. So I think it's really important for you to engage a copy editor, which is a professional who comes at it from an objective perspective and can look at your work and give you suggestions on grammar. They can also look at the flow of your work. Maybe one area is lighter and one area might be a little bit too heavy, and they can give you those stylistic types of feedback on your work and provide you with those edits. I work with Alyssa Burkus from Shift Wisdom, who's been great and has really helped me to improve the quality of my writing. So once Alyssa provides me with her edits, this is where we move back into the revision phase. And this is when we kind of fall into that exhaustion, frustration period, because really it is a tedious period of just reviewing, editing, updating over and over again. And I find that in this phase, sometimes all those creative ideas tend to elude me. I can't find them. It gets to be very tedious. This is where I start wondering, why did I even think that I should write a book in the first place? And once this happens, the best thing to do is really just persevere through it. Get to the other side of the frustration, and then we find ourselves back in the progress and the momentum, because now we have a good final draft. With your good final draft, you're now going to solicit feedback from readers. So I have 6 very generous people who are friends who volunteer to review my content as a reader and provide me with their feedback. I also create a survey, because there are very specific questions that I have for them that I'm looking for feedback on, and they fill out the survey as well. Once I get the reviewers' feedback in and I make those edits, now I have a final draft that is ready to take to a publisher. So I hope that this process will help you in your journey to write your own book. Here at my Lemonade Stand, I share ideas like this to help us to be more authentic and effective leaders, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I post a new one every Thursday. My audiobook Thrive is now available on Audible, so please check it out. And finally, you can connect with me on my social media accounts. I look forward to seeing you here next time.